And I'm saying, there we go. I'm back again. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode. Well, a brand new review, live review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 14. What is going on, you guys? I am here, and I am live and in color in Detroit. Okay, so as you guys can see, you know what I'm saying. As you guys can see, um, the light is not, the light is not the best, but I'm doing the best thing that I'm doing the best that I can with what I got. You feel what I'm saying? So yes, indeed, we are here now. As you guys can see, this is not normally what I would use. This is not StreamYard. This is another program called Restream. This is what I'm using. I'm not using StreamYard. So this is like actually my first time using this particular thing. So hopefully we don't get no glitches. Hopefully we don't get no choppy noises or any of that. Hopefully we are good. Now due to the fact that we are on the laptop, there's some things that I don't have on here, because while I was in Houston with Josiah, that's when I decided to try to use this, because after that bill collector review and seeing how choppy it was and constantly getting all those complaints about it, even after I had explained what was going on, I was like, you know what, we got to get this thing together. Now Restream is not that different from StreamYard. I just got to get used to it, to be honest. So hopefully y'all don't hear nothing, you don't hear no choppy noises or anything like that. Like, that was the whole purpose of me using this. I'll be using StreamYard. I'll be using Restream for most of my lives and my pre-records. I will probably continue using StreamYard for like the panels, like the Whether You Like It or Not panel, the roaster review, and Boys Night Out. Now chasing, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to use this same use StreamYard for that, but we're going to see. We're definitely going to see. All right. Now, with that being said, y'all, 63 of y'all up in here. I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend, because I definitely had a wonderful weekend. I just got out the shower not too long ago, so we are here, and I'm gonna try to give you guys other content that I wasn't able to give y'all while I was gone. Well, I'm still gone, but you know what I'm saying. But however, we're about to go ahead and get into the review, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. Like I said, it's like 67 of y'all up in here right now. Let's see. Chat overlay. What is this? Oh, never mind. I gotta get used to it. I swear to y'all, I gotta get used to this. Okay. Hey T, I see you. I see you up in here. Um, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this live review, y'all. I don't foresee it being that long, because this episode was very much, it's given all right. It's not given, oh, this is a great episode. It's given all right. Okay. But like I said before we even get into it, yes, I don't have my ring light with me, so I got to do what I can with the light that I got up in here. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, let's get into it. So, we start things off with Drew. Now, Drew is planning this mental health getaway for her and the girls, and he's pretty much celebrating and giving her sister the space that she needs and stuff like that, like basically talking about all things mental health wise and stuff like that. And I think that that is a good thing, that we're doing this and that we're talking about mental health and giving other people the platform and a chance to really discuss it and talk about it, because sometimes you need that. Like we say, us as Black people, we really don't talk about mental health. We don't talk about depression. And then when we do talk about it, and when others talk about it, we tend to make them feel like they're crazy, because they are the ones that's talking about it. And they don't have to be crazy just for speaking on their experiences. It doesn't have to be a crazy type thing. Like, all you got to do is listen in on what a person is saying and what they got going on, and just do it that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with just sitting down listening to somebody else's issues or somebody else's conversation. Like, that's how I feel about it. So yeah, I'm glad that she's doing it, and I'm glad that we're having the conversation about mental health, because that conversation needs to be had, honestly. Sanya, we get into Sanya and Ross now. For ever since last season, Ross has made it clear that he wanted another baby. Sanya was more so on the fence about having another baby, mainly due to the fact that Ross is never really there helping her with the one baby that they already got. He's never really there helping her with that baby. So in so many words, it's kind of like, okay, so how the hell you gonna help? How the hell you want me to have another baby, but you're not really here to help me with the one that we already got? You feel what I'm saying? And I understood where she was coming from with that. And I was team Sanya when it came down to that. Like I felt like, we got to make sure that we really doing this for the reasons that we need to. I mean, you want to have another baby, that's cool. But the thing about it is, you know what I'm saying? How we gonna have another baby and how we gonna do this if you're not there for the other one that we already got? You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I took from it. But I guess at this point she's decided to just go ahead and give this man another baby, and come to find out with that clear blue pregnancy test that she took, she is definitely pregnant. And she told Ross, and Ross was very excited. She said, now I want us to tell the family in a different way. They get t-shirts, they put them on, they turn their backs to everybody, and everybody sees that they're pregnant. Everybody sees it but her mama. Everybody sees it but her mama. And when her mama finally does realize what the hell is really going on, her mama is like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you have another baby, you have another baby. Yes, girl, she's having another baby. Okay. That's what she was trying to tell you, honey. She's trying to tell you that she's having another baby. Okay. And so everybody's excited, everybody's here for it, all that good jazz. And everybody seems to be very happy about it. We already know that that Ross is happy. We already know that Sanya is happy. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if the baby that she's pregnant with now is the same baby, but I do know that at some point in time when she was pregnant, she did have what was it? A miscarriage. So I'm thinking that the baby that we're seeing her being pregnant with on the screen is the one that she miscarried, but I'm not sure if the other one, but the one that she's carrying now is another baby. That's what I heard now. Tell me if I'm wrong. I really don't know, but that's what the people are saying. Okay. But I'm happy for Sanya and Ross. I think that is always a beautiful thing to bring in a child. Although I don't want any of my own, but seeing the joy that people get when they have kids is, it's another situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see. Those are not the same. Those aren't the same baby. She would have had that baby by now. Okay, just basically what I was saying. Okay, so we get into Drew and Ralph. They go bowling and stuff. Drew starts talking about her mental health and marriage counseling. From what we know right now, the year of 2023 is a horrible year for Drew. She's going through a divorce. And as of today, we heard that her father passed away. So she's going through all of this stuff right now. And I'm pretty sure they're going to bring her back on the Housewives of Atlanta next season. You already know they're going to bring her ass back, right? They're going to bring her back. So with them bringing her back, we already know that she's going to be on edge. She's going to bring out a whole lot of story to the people. We already know that. And everything that's going on with her, you know what I'm saying? This is all good for a story. Although it's terrible and all of those things, it's a good story for her on the show. But yeah, she's talking about her mental health and everything that she got going on. And she was talking about, marriage counseling, how she was deeply committed to the marital counseling. But it looks like, Ralph had stopped going to marital counseling. He stopped going because he's not enthusiastic about saving this marriage. He's not enthusiastic about working on this marriage. He's not enthusiastic about anything in regards to this marriage. He really could care less about this marriage. If you really ask me, he don't give a damn. And that's just where it boils down to. Like, he really don't give a about this whole marital thing and trying to make it work out, because he thinks that he has it all, panned out, all filled out, all whatever. He thinks he got it all worked out and all this, and I don't really think that he does. He ain't got it all worked out at all. That's how I feel about it. But I just don't feel like he really cares about everything that's really going on with it. Drew basically tells Ralph in so many words that I want to be met halfway. I want you to meet me halfway. If you want this marriage to really work out and be what you want it to be, we gotta work on meeting each other halfway. And to be honest, that is the best way to be. You do have to try to meet the other person halfway. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just go into the situation and just be half stepping with it. You got to meet a person halfway with what they want. If you want your needs to be met, then you need to meet hers. And the problem with this whole situation is that you don't really be meeting her needs at all. You sit there and you play her for a fool, you play her for a fiddle, and she allows you to do so, and then you turn around and you play in her face. And I think that that's all the way foul and it's all the way fucked up that you sit there and you play in her face the way that you do. You know what I'm saying? It's not cool and it's not right. But hold on, y'all. I did not realize my laptop was on the verge of dying. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me go and get this charger. Be right back. Shout out to the 100 people that's in the chat, by the way. Okay, y'all, I'm back. But yeah, he's not really willing to work on this marriage or willing to do the work to really get it right. And I think that that's pretty much effed up on his end. And I really do think that Drew loves Raph more than Raph really loves her. I really feel like he really never took her seriously at all because he laughs at her when she's going through things. He talks to her, he belittles her, he gaslights stuff out of her. That's what he does. So it's like he's not trying to save it. It's like she's trying to save it all by herself. So with her trying to save this marriage all by herself, I feel like at this particular point, she just needs to leave well enough alone and just move on with her life at this point because he don't give not two about their marriage. He don't give a he does not care at all. He don't care. And he's letting it be known that he don't give a and that's true. He's letting it be known that he don't really give a and she'll be okay. And that's just what it is. And I really hate that for Drew. But if this is what it takes for Drew to realize that this mother don't mean her no motherfucking good, then that's just what it is. I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? Like Drew, you might have to steer clear of this situation, honestly, because he don't give a damn. Like he enjoys making a fool out of you. He do. And that's really sad to know that. And it's sad to watch that. It's sad to watch a woman sit there and fight for a marriage that the person that she's with ain't even willing to fight for at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't like that. What's next up on my notes? Let me look my phone out. Okay, so we get into Candi, Kenya, and Shamia. Candi arrives first, and her and Kenya was talking about her opening up the new salon, and that's another thing that I'm really annoyed with production about. Like I said on Twitter, like earlier late last week, because this is a new week. Late last week, I said on Twitter that a part of me doesn't think that the cast should really change. One part of me feels like it's not really the cast's fault. Another part of me feels like it's more so production. And I still stand by the fact that production is the biggest problem with this particular season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's definitely a big problem because they're not capturing things. We keep on saying that Candi doesn't show up. Candi had other things to do outside of the show. So why could we not see those things going on? Like, why couldn't we see her going to the Soul Train Awards, getting her Lady of Soul Award, her Lifetime Achievement with her group? Why can't we see her do the other things that she was doing? Why can't we see her why couldn't we see Kenya try to get her salon off the ground, or see her dealing with her products, or seeing her personal story with her with her husband slash baby daddy or whatever? Like there's a lot of other things that we could see in this situation, but yet we want to focus all on the stupid ass drama that goes on with these women. And I just think that with production being what it is, like we was giving Potomac so much, but this is the same production company that got Potomac looking like clowns right now. And it's obvious that it's biased. So that's just what it is with that. So yeah, I got instantly annoyed when I heard her talking about this whole salon. And I was like, so why didn't we hear more about it throughout the season? Like we should have heard way more about this salon than they was giving us. You feel what I'm saying? But okay, girl, whatever. So what we're gonna do next? Um, we're gonna go ahead and get into Shamia. Shamia arrives, and they start talking about the fact that Kenya wants to have another baby. And Candi was like, well, I'm not, are you sure you want to do that with, with old boy or whatever? And she was like, well, we already got embryos and we already signed the papers and I can do whatever I want to do with them. And I think that Candi has the same sentiments that I got. You know what I mean? I personally wouldn't want to see Kenya have another child with that man. I'm just gonna be real. I personally would not want to see her having another baby with him, like at all. But I mean, that's what she got the embryos for. And some people will be like, well, she paid all that money, so why would she get rid of the embryos? You know what I mean? Like that's money that she already spent, which is true. That's money that she has already spent. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So then they started talking about surrogacy. And, at that point, Shamia was having a baby with the same surrogate that, Candi had her baby with, Shadani, I think that's her name. And, you know, Shamia was talking about her journey with surrogacy and Candi's journey with surrogacy and how people always want to make it seem like, oh, you vain because, you don't want to have your own kid or people do give people labels where they decide to go with the surrogate thing. They thinking that it's a situation where, they just want to keep their bodies up. They're not really trying to have the baby or whatever. You know what I mean? And so I thought that was a really cute conversation. And I know that a lot of people don't like Shamia, but I like Shamia. Like it goes beyond like I love Shamia. Okay, like Shamia, that's one of my favorite friends of the show. And I think that Shamia has great relationships with just about a lot of these people on this show. Like she's good friends with Cynthia. She's best friends with Candi. She's good friends with Drew. She's good friends with Cynthia. They really good. Her and Cynthia are real good friends. I don't know if she knows Sanya. I know that she don't really care for Marlo. She's cool with Monyetta. I don't think she know Courtney. Like she has real genuine relationships with a lot of these women that's on the show. You feel what I'm saying? Like she got genuine relationships with a lot of these women that's on the show. So I think that we should make her an official friend. I say, and I still like Monyetta too. And I know a lot of people want Monyetta to go, but I like Monyetta. And I think that we need to give her a chance. You feel what I'm saying? But then again, there's more people that could say, well, this is her second season and she ain't really brought nothing to the table. I'm going to be real with y'all. I wanted to interview Monyetta, and I still might reach out to her, try to get an interview with her, just to ask her more questions about herself and things that she would bring to the show if she was a main peach holder. You feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of people going up for Courtney at this point, but I never seen it for Courtney. I love Monyetta. I always like Monyetta. I like Monyetta when she was on Atlanta Exes. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know how y'all feel. Now, before we continue on, have y'all been experiencing any audio issues since I've been on here? Let me know right now. Have y'all been experiencing any audio issues since I've been up here? If you have, put a thumbs down. If you have not, leave me a thumbs up, please. I need to know. Okay, so Devin said, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It said something had happened with the internet connection. So whatever just happened just now, that's the internet connection. That ain't got nothing to do with me or what's going on with Restream. But for the most part, everybody says that they're not experiencing any audio issues. So that's the only thing that matters right now. Okay, so that's when Shamia was like, well, are you going to tell Mark about it? And then that's when Kenya was like, I think she said she's not sure about it. And then Shamia said, well, I'll tell you right now, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll do it without him knowing, or whatever she was saying. And then they was like, so I know y'all still good with Sheree. What about Martell? And so apparently Sheree had a birthday dinner that Candi was not invited to. And Kenya was the one who brought up the tea about Martell begging for cash apps. Martell did not pay for the whole birthday. Then he asked the women to send him cash apps to pay for it. I don't know why anybody's surprised. Martell ain't got no money, and Martell ain't got nothing going on. So therefore, it is what it is, bruh. Like, he ain't got shit going on. Y'all surprised by that? Y'all shouldn't be. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see what else is going on. We get into Sheree. Her dog gets clean, and she's sitting up here talking to Martell on the phone. They doing a table read, and Candi and Drew was talking about their own situations or their own thoughts about whatever happened between Drew and Latoya. Let's see. So we get into the mental health retreat, okay? And hold on, y'all. What happened to love and marriage? What do you mean what happened to it? Okay, where was I at? Okay, so oops, I was not trying to do it. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the internet being a problem right now. We get a treat, and Cynthia is there, and Cynthia basically saying that she got a crush on Sheree after seeing how she looked at the birthday dinner. And my thing this is Cynthia might as well just cry and let it kitty clicking here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing is wrong with lock it out. Go on and do your thug this, okay? What else? What else is new? Hugs. Line up acknowledging every single woman in the building except for Drew. And I'm just like, girl, you feel what I'm saying? Like, girl, like, is that what we doing? That's what your husband doing right now, girl? Okay. Then she says that I think that's what Drew said. Drew was like, when he feels disrespected, he doesn't say anything about it. He just get ice cold whenever that happens. Allison gives her spiel about mental health, which I felt like was a very touching thing. She told us all about her issues with it. And then they start having a dinner. Sheree asks Drew about court. Then Drew starts explaining the issues about what really went down with it. Okay, Drew. Then Sheree didn't invite neither Candi nor Drew to her birthday dinner. She said that Candi wasn't coming anyway because Candi doesn't show up for the group. Sheree's a damn lie. She didn't invite Candi because she didn't want her there. Just say that. Let's see. Then Monyetta calls Courtney out for calling Drew a bitch. And Courtney says that that's not what happened. She ain't never called her no bitch or nothing like that. And all this other stuff. But from the Woods, production pulled up that video, and it did not seem like Courtney called her out of her name. So Monyetta, you're going to have to explain yourself on that one. Then we get to the last part of the episode, and it's mainly like Drew in counseling. And she's talking about her issues and how Drew is not meeting her, how Rap is not meeting her halfway with these problems. And Drew, you got to cut your losses. And I know you have at this point, but just watching this, it's like you really want to work, but you by yourself in it. And I think that's to really happen. I think that's the way that could happen to any relationship is when you are really trying to make things work out. And the person that you're trying with is not trying to work it out with you at all. And it's unfortunate that she has to work on this by herself, and she got a whole that's supposed to be doing counseling with her that's not helping her whole thing. So no, at this point, I think this is basically the turning point. And from what we do know, we got only 2 more episodes before the season is over with. So I want to know how much more did they come out and film once her and Ralph got the divorce, because that's all I really want to know about that, y'all. But to be honest, y'all, once again, I apologize about this being a lackluster review, because it is a lackluster review. And I know I really could give you more, but then again, I can't give you nothing because they're not giving anything. And I'm not the type to constantly keep on complaining about how whack this show is, because that's what everybody lives to do. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I have grown tired of reviewing this because there's nothing to bring, there's nothing to give. And I enjoy reviewing Bill Collective and Love and Hip Hop way more than I do Housewives of Atlanta. So I can only give y'all what I got. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the review. I know that the lighting is really not the best right now, but I did what I could with this lighting because I'm not at home. So I did what I could do. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you did not experience any audio issues on my end, because like I said, I'm using another streaming service. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it did what it needed to do. With that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. Until my next video, I will holler at y'all later. Make sure you guys tune in to the Whether You Like It or Not panel. It will be tonight on Giving You the Real Teas platform. I will not be there. However, we will have a special guest, Schoolboy, sitting in my place tonight. So make sure you guys show them some love and make sure you guys do the thing. With that being said, y'all, your boys up out of here. And until the next video, I will holler at y'all later. Bye, y'all.